In this clip, you can see that we are preparing to start hanging the upper wall cabinets. You will see we're using cabinet jacks and a laser level to keep everything nice and straight all the way across. Just marking the wall where your studs are is very key also. You don't want extra holes in your cabinet if you don't need them. It went in fairly smooth. We were able to get 2 screws on each side, and then we hang the upper 9-inch wall cabinet right next to it, using the cabinet jack and the laser level to keep them exactly flush with on the top and bottom. And we also screw these cabinets together on the side to close the gap up where the 2 cabinets meet each other. Next was the bigger 36-inch wall cabinet. This one went up fairly simple. A trick that I was catching on to at this point was to use your laser level to, after you get it up where you need it, use your laser level to mark where the studs are, so when you're screwing into the cabinet, you don't have to risk missing a stud. It's very, very easy that way. And it was basically the same thing with the 36 on the right side of the window over here. For my first time hanging cabinets by myself, did a pretty good job. I did have assistance from my buddy Bo. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. But I just meant as as my project, you know, putting the doors back on, getting them cleaned out, and putting the shelves back in since we're done with that side. Good morning, everybody. It's the next day after installing some of these upper cabinets from Cabinets to Go. They went in really easy. Used the 2.5-inch cabinet screws, countersunk them a little bit, and it turned out really good. Got all the gaps good, got it perfectly level. Used the Harbor Freight laser level. I think I got about $75 into the level and the tripod, and I used it for the tile and for the cabinets, and it just makes everything so much easier. First thing we're gonna do today is clean up a little bit. Place is looking a little messy after working in here on these cabinets for the past couple days. We're gonna go ahead and get a couple hung over here. We will have to stop before we get to the refrigerator end panels because we'll need to get all the flooring lined out, which is what we're also going to do. So here's some natural light on the floors. You guys can see how beautiful they look. Really came out amazing. Going to try to stay off them for at least a full week. I may work in the bathroom a little bit next week. In that case, I'll just lay some paper down right here and try to barely walk on it. So that is the plan. I will set you guys up on the tripod and we will go from there. Well guys, at the end of that clip I just cut my first filler strip on the table saw. It came out beautifully, so very happy with that. And I'm gonna go ahead and start getting the first cabinet mocked up, at least get this strip attached to it, and we'll go from there. So I just wanted to tell you guys what I did with that filler strip. And the cabinet needs to be 1.5 inches away from the wall so the door can open without slamming into it. So I ripped the 3-inch filler strip down to 1.5 inches, and then I made it 30 inches length. And then I came over, first I pre-countersunk my screws, one at the top, one at the bottom, and got them started in there. Then I lined it up, used the clamps to hold it exactly in place where it needs to be, top and bottom, and sucked it right to it and got rid of the any gap that was in there. And it turned out really good for my first one. This is one of the things I've been kind of nervous about with the cabinets, so pretty happy with it. So we're gonna go ahead and keep moving forward. So here you guys will see me getting ready to put that cabinet up with the filler strip. It's gonna start the row of cabinets on that side. So I went ahead, adjusted my cabinet jacks where I wanted them with the laser level. Basically just threw it up. I had already done the pre-work of measuring out for the studs, so it made it a lot easier. Once I had it up, I basically just had to drill it in. And from here, I have a little bit more of a complicated one coming next. It's the bridge cabinet over the microwave. So I have to put in a cut-in box for the microwave outlet. And then in the cabinet itself, I need to cut a hole for the box extender. Therefore, the outlet will sit flush to the cabinet, and we'll have an outlet cover on it, and it'll look like it's built right into the cabinet. So at this point I had already made my measurements, and I am now cutting out the box that's inside of the cabinet.